Russia, which is known as the largest country over the world, spreading over 11 time zones, or by having largest rail line in the world, spreading over 9,289 kilometers, or by Putin and his spy network. But this was till February 2022. This was the date when Russia started war with Ukraine, and after that, everything was changed. Further, you will all agree with me that war will bring only damage, but in our case study, it's quite confusing. So, welcome back, guys, to the Conclusion Matters. I'm your host, and let's just start. By the way, why you should watch this video? Just to be confused like me. I don't know what is happening over there, but we have tried better to explain it to you. And to make things easy to understand, we have divided this video into quite unique chapters. First is downfall of economy. Second is confusing uprise. Third is who is benefiting from this war. And the conclusion. Why the conclusion? Because it matters. First is downfall of the economy. Let's look at the table below where we will understand pre-war economy of the Russia comparison with post-war economy metrics and their impact. So it will be very easy for you to understand. Let's start with the first part. It's the GDP. For the viewers who has a less knowledge about the economic world, understand the concept of GDP like this. Let's say you are running a pizza shop. First thing you will do is that you will buy a good quality oven to make the good quality pizza. Second, public will come, you will sell the pizza, you will collect the money. Might be chance that government will come, you will sell the pizza to government, you will collect the money. Fourth is, your pizza is exceptional. So, what you will do is that you will export this pizza into the another countries. But, there is one problem. You don't have salad to make the pizza. So, what you will do is that you will order the salad from outside the countries, that being import. Now, let's look at the formula given and understand the concept of GDP. First is investment by the business, that means buying of oven. Second is consumer spending. People will come, you will sell the pizza. Third is government spending. Government will come, you will sell the pizza. Fourth is export. But remember, you don't have the salad. So, you will deduct the amount of import from this formula. Here is the full formula. Now, you have the fair idea about how GDP calculated. Let's back to our case study. In the pre-war era, Russia's GDP was $1.78 trillion. However, in the post-war era, Russia's GDP dropped by 16%, which comes to $1.58 trillion. And Russia is losing $280 billion because of the war in terms of the GDP. Why this is happening? The next set of data will explain it to you. Russia is also major supplier of the oil and gas to the world, specifically to the European Union and the Asian countries. You can check from the data. In the pre-war era and post-war era, Russia is producing the same amount of oil, that is 5 million barrels per day. So, it's not like that there is a major difference between production of the oil. However, the prices of the oil has dropped by drastic. Earlier, Russia was selling $75 per barrel. But now, due to war and other sanctions, Russia has to sell this per barrel oil into $45, which is a drastic discount of 42%. By the way, did I told you that due to this reduced oil prices, Russia is losing $150 million per day, and which amounts to $78 billion in a year. Did I not? I told you now. Also, we are keeping the data relating to the natural gas and rubles. You can see it by yourself. So, Russia's economy is doomed. Now you have realized that why the GDP of the Russia has been dropped by 16%, because major contribution of the GDP is oil and natural gas, which are contributing 25% to the GDP. So if this will fall also. And oil and natural gas is contributing 45% in government revenue. Shocking! We have idea about the downfall. So now let's move to the confusing uprise. Have you seen this symbol? It's quite confusing. At the time of doing research, we were just like this symbol. While Russian economy was doomed, Russian stock market data is saying otherwise. So let's look at the data. In Lenovo ThinkPad, best laptop in the world, TradingView, best charting software. They are going to sponsor me. Yes. This is the monthly chart of Russian stock market or Moscow Stock Exchange, which is most popular in Russia. You can see from the chart in November 2021, which is exactly 3 months before the war, market has started to correct itself. From the top of the 4,286 point, market has made the bottom in October 2022 of 1766 points. This is the correction of 58% from the top. It's fine, it's acceptable because the country is going into the war. But what happened after October 2022 is quite confusing. Despite all the sanctions were going on the Russia, market has started sudden uprise momentum. From the bottom of 1766 point, market has risen up to 3,489 points, leaving with the traders 98% profit. And who will remove this confusion? Mr. Putin himself. By the way, had you invested in this market? I missed it. But the real question remained unsolved. Who has benefited from this war? So let's go to the next chapter. Other oil producing countries. You are under the sanctions. We are not. So we will sell the oil. We are getting the revenue. And this reminds me of Shivaji. Rich people are getting richer like Saudi Arabia. Now is the time for Kailas Nikabo. Sorry, I'm not Rocky Bhai of KGF. But I'm talking about the defense equipment manufacturers and the contractors. Companies like Lockheed Martin, Raytheon and Northrop Group has seen rising stock prices. Here are the charts. Third is increased NATO membership. When two people are fighting, they fear that this war will come to them only. So they will make the stronger group. They will help each other. The same happened in the NATO. Fourth, black money advantage. Even some of the countries are taking the Russians' black money. All the time you guys want controversy, right? Why should I take the names of these countries? I will not, because this is the beginning of my career. I don't want to end it. There are other parties also who are taking advantage of this situation, but we will not go deep into this part. And now the part which excites me the most, the conclusion. So let's jump to the conclusion. Suddenly out of nowhere, we were talked about the international markets, finances, policies, but why? We want you to realize that we were acting just like a frog in a well who thinks that this is the world. But this is not. You have to take the first step. You have to come out of the well. You have to see the world by yourself. All it takes is first step. So just be with us. Keep learning. Be curious and enjoy the videos. Watch till the conclusion. Why the conclusion? Because it matters. Thank you guys for watching. See you in next episode. By the way, what shall be the conclusion as per your opinion? Just comment it down.